Oh, they stole other shit. Okay, I got this. I think I probably got this. I don't know where it is, but I thought I got this. Because that same picture is in one of these. Not that one. That one. The princess and the two. Why did I not see it in the... This is why you need... Oh, crap. That's not the button to read. And oh, wait, there it is. Once upon a time in an ancient and deep forest, there lived the wise princess in a big wooden house. The house was built from the strong wood in the forest. The house was built from the strong wood of the forest. And it kept the princess warm and safe. The princess was not a native to the forest, but she never spoke about where she had come from, for it made her cry. She did not have many friends, but that was not how she liked it. The forest was big and deep and had many paths that led to her house, but not many visitors passed by. The princess was happy to be left alone in the big house in the deep forest. She knew that the forest would provide for her, and that its generosity had to be respected, so she only took what she needed, and for a long time, life was just fine for the princess in the big wooden house. The winter day, when the snow blanketed the earth, the ice bent the trees low, the wise princess realized that the food was disappearing from her house. It was not that much at first, only a few fruits and nuts and eggs vanishing during the night. Maybe it's the birds, she said, or the mice, and for a time the princess was okay with losing some food, for the winter was long and little creatures needed to eat too. No, they don't. But then the small items disappeared as well. Spoons and plates, forks and knives, and oh, wait, this is what I need. Let's slow time back down. Originally, it was small shit. My paraphrasing. Yep, I agree. Princess was happy we... Okay, so this one isn't referenced at all. Not much at first, only a few fruits, nuts, and eggs. Start with that. Fruits, nuts, and eggs.
Maybe they took some of the princess's fruit?
Yep, her fruits. I don't know any princesses that have nuts, but, I mean, Tyler is transgender, so... But Tyler's not a princess. Can a princess have nuts? Yeah, I guess so.
Some flour for the cake,
No,
maybe?
not that. No, that's not nuts. Which one's nuts? All right, which one of you's nuts? Cuckoo for... Oh, that's eggs.
I'm pretty sure they stole some eggs.
You're not sure of anything. Fruits, nuts, and egg. Wait.
Did they steal candy?
Where's the nuts? Fruits, nuts, and eggs, right?
Wait.
Fruits.
I'm pretty sure they stole some eggs.
Fruits, nuts, and eggs. I don't see nuts. Fruits, eggs. That's candy. And that's... Wait. No, that's the flour. Yep.
Some flour for the cake, maybe? Maybe not.
That's a shirt. And that's a spoon. Right?
What if they took some spoons?
What?
That's it.
I was just trying to find the princess's nuts, and I inadvertently solved the puzzle. Yay. I still haven't found her nuts. Oh, maybe that's a metaphor too. Princess doesn't have nuts because she was a girl. Oh, fuck.
I always wondered where that drawing went. She said it was her favorite, and then one day it just disappeared.
Well, obviously she brought it here into her little pseudo-castle of fairy tales to tell... You didn't even spell prettiest right, it just says prettiest. Prettiest. You are the best mom in the world, the prettiest princess. And then proceeds to draw a really... Ugh. Like, yeah, if I was your mom, I would have fucking tried to kill you too. Just based on that alone. Fuck. Alright, Allison, we solved all our stupid puzzles, now what? I regret all of them. Like, one of them had, like, a small tidbit of information that fed a little bit of new. The rest were, like, there for the sake of being there. For overachievers. People that have A's, but they want to pad their A's, even though it doesn't do anything. It is now time to crack our knuckles. You can see her doing it. We can do it too. Except my thumb. For some reason, my thumb don't want to cooperate. The statues were in it? I don't know. I think it'd be cool if this room can fuck off, because holy
You
crap.
really want to go? You sure we've seen everything?
Alright. I mean, I think we saw everything, didn't we? Are you implying there's
I
something
guess we
more,
can stay a little
ma'am?
longer if you think there's more to find.
Do you think there's more to find? Because you're not squatting in front of another puzzle. We don't have anything more we can put on these. I imagine if you had the remaining pieces, it's some kind of unlockable or something. I've never given a fuck about achievements and collectibles and that crap, so
You really want to go?
that is not a gameplay
You
element
sure
I
we've seen
recognize.
everything?
Let's go.
Either
End
way,
this.
I'm ready for this to be over.
Me too.
Oh yeah, the great outdoors. I forgot this was a thing. I thought we'd just be stuck in that room for the rest of our life. Yeah, we're just following.
What are we waiting for? I want to know who was here that night.
You want to know. You were the one that was traumatized because we did stuff on this fucking pier. What am I waiting for? Alright, let's go.
Let's try and remember who Marianne was arguing with.
That we don't know. I still don't know that. That's essentially the only piece of the history I don't know. Who was on the boat wearing the hoodie? I don't think it's Sam, which means either it could be Eddie, the police officer, since he has plenty of motive, or, for my own shits and giggles, Michael. The guy we wooed for some reason and now we're all gay and stuff. I don't know how it happened, it just happened. Don't worry about it. Otherwise... I'm not sure. Those are my guesses. Oh yeah, we have spidey senses, I forgot. We were doing puzzles for so long that... Remember? You remember? Oh, it's gonna be a long one. I have to hold, still holding, nailed it. Right, so who the fuck was it on that boat?
Almost.
Guy with glasses? Wait, Tom, isn't it?
Tom Vecchi is our
The
father?
bald guy!
Of course.
I told you he was shady.
Tessa knew.
Forgot about
Didn't
him.
she?
Yeah, she must have. That's what she didn't want to tell us.
Wasn't that Tessa's
God,
husband?
Marianne and Tom?
I know.
What should we do now?
Yeah, call him out here and make him tell us what was going on.
No, let's...
And if he won't?
We
Then
know
we
his
set him
secret.
on fire.
He will. Tom? It's Allison. We need to talk. We know it was you.
I think Tom was the bald guy at the convenience store, the general store. Was acting really, really weird when he visited our house on chapter 3. And I kind of forgot he existed, because
take the lead on this. I know him better. I thought I did, anyway.
Sure.
Yeah, but Tyler has the
As long
testosterone.
as
He
we
might
get
be...
answers.
Well, you guys should have probably equipped yourselves with weapons. So you could have just shown up here with a gun. And then what? We don't know his motives yet.
Kids, listen.
You're our father.
Oof.
Yes.
You knew how bad it got out here. How little we had. Why didn't you help Marianne?
You mean all the money she wanted? Well, we didn't have anything to spare. Well, that winter was rough on everyone. And you would have starved out here if not for all the free food we gave you.
Don't act like you had anything to do with that. That was all Tessa.
It was. And all of it was paid back.
Presumption,
Or almost
young
all of it.
Maybe it was Tess's idea initially. But I supported it.
Oh,
And your
wow.
mother
supported
was
it.
happy to live off our handouts.
I'm cool with handouts. You tried to burn down our barn, or you let me... So he should also be the same one trying to burn down the barn. Like, we don't care if he let our mom drown. Like, we already stabbed her. That's on us, regardless.
You tried to burn down our barn and knocked Tyler unconscious.
I never meant to hurt anybody. You weren't supposed to be home.
Doesn't excuse the fact that you didn't even stop to help.
What do you want me to say? I panicked. I was terrified that this whole thing was going to blow up in my face. I had to do something.
Hey, there's a... Spidey sense. What should we do now, or about the barn? Let's see what our Spidey senses tell us when we communicate with each other. What should we do now?
So what do we do now?
We tell him he's got to fix the mess he made, one way or another.
Oh, we're not gonna kill him? About the barn.
Hey,
Hey,
you hearing me?
Yep. Sorry. I'm trying really hard to keep myself from punching him in the face.
He's not even the least bit sorry for what he did. He could have seriously hurt you.
Yeah. He's just a fucking coward.
let's see this one. You let Marianne drown, because technically speaking, there was a situation where the mother was coming out. Tyler was at the end of the pier. Interpreted as Mama was trying to shoot me. Allison showed up behind with scissors, stabbed Mama. Self-defense to protect Tyler. Mama didn't die from that, per se. She fell in the water and then she drowned to death. That was the cause of death. No hallucinogens or drugs or anything else involved. But it's really hard to believe you got stabbed with scissors one time, you fall in the water and you drown. How the hell did you let Marianne drown, bitch?
You were here that night. You saw Marianne and Tyler. Why didn't you help?
I know it wasn't my best moment, but she threatened my life.
So you just decided to let her drown?
I didn't decide anything. Everything happened so fast, I panicked. And by the time I got to town, Brown was already on his way out. There was nothing else I could do.
About Marianne.
Does he really expect us to believe there wasn't anything else he could have done that night?
I don't know, Allie. I'd rather not think about it.
I only have one option left, and that's telling him to make this right. Problem is, we don't have, like, guns and shit, so those are our only options.
You failed us, Tom. You need to make it right.
I'll do whatever you want. As long as none of this gets out.
No, that's
Excuse me?
oh my god,
You
this
want me to
guy,
pay for
holy
my
shit.
mistakes? Fine. But please, Tessa can't.
'Cause he's
know.
running for mayor or whatever.
This would kill her.
Tessa already knows, Tom.
Yeah, we
No.
messed her up in the graveyard.
That's...
Don't let him get near his car.
impossible.
Don't let him get
It
near
never
the car.
occurred to you the reason Tessa cut Marianne off was you?
But she never said anything. Oh, Lord.
You should try talking to your wife. Maybe if you had, we wouldn't be in this situation.
Oh no, we don't talk to our wife. That's awful.
And maybe Marianne wouldn't be dead.
Oh, come on. You of all people should appreciate how troubled Marianne was. She was unhinged. Something like this would have happened sooner or later.
Uh-huh. Does that mean he preyed upon her, or that he abandoned her, though? Ooh. Under the understanding that apparently they're the ones containing his genetic data because they're also his kids. That sounds like abandonment because he's got his own wife, Tessa, the Bible thumper thing, and we don't like her either. I don't, anyways. I don't speak for anyone else. And he's running for governor, so, or mayor, or whatever the fuck that political crap was, so he's got every reason to be wanting to conceal shit and be all, yeah, you abandoned her, you bitch.
And you just couldn't risk being there when it happened. Even though it meant leaving her to raise kids out here all by herself. None of this would have happened if you'd manned the fuck up.
I didn't have a choice. I know it shouldn't have happened. But
I don't think waterboarding's going to be an option. They didn't give me a lot of other
your
options
mother
either.
was a very pretty woman. And she'd been so many places and done so many things.
Well, this guy's off in his own world here.
The way I always thought.
Yeah,
I
your mom's so hot. We fantasize about that.
got
Just
caught up. Love made me a fool. Look, I made mistakes. But this will not go any further than the three of us.
Why? We know. Tessa knows. Marianne's dead. There's no point in hiding it
he's
anymore.
doing the mayor thing. That's why.
He's afraid it'll tank his campaign.
Yep. There you go.
Am I wrong?
Jesus, Tom.
Scandals.
I've kept your
Hello?
secret all these years. I don't want to go spilling it. But I will if I have to.
What?
Yeah. Your little story about self-defense. I've never told anyone how Marianne really died.
She died from asphyxiation. She drowned.
That night I
We have
came
the
out
police
here
report.
because I was worried about your mother.
Forensics. Yeah. I know because I was trespassing in your territory. That'll hold up really well. How do you know this? Oh, because I was committing a bunch of crimes when I was observing it.
Why do they do it? They made me do it. They made me. Why did they do it?
There's Mama going crazy,
This is his
floating
fault.
gone. She's specifically not happy with him to the point of going nuts, basically. Completely fed up. And rightfully so, because he's literally outside the window watching her as it's happening. There he is. He's realizing she's got a gun and he's a pussy. So he's, I'm assuming,
Hunter,
Oh, then he bumped into the kid who was already running from Mom, who scared Tyler. Mom, confused because she's still delirious, being fed up with this dickwad. Ends up on the pier, not quite recognizing her own child because Tyler cut their hair. I'm not gonna hurt you, and they have to just dildo observe this shit going on. Look at the chain reaction you started, boy. You want to be the mayor? I don't think so. You should stick to what you know. Running a convenience store. Or general store, or whatever it was. It's not even a good general store.
No. No way. You're a fucking liar.
I saw what I saw.
You're manipulating us just like you manipulated her.
Tyler!
You're not listening to this,
Puts
are
her
you?
in a really bad place, too, of all things.
Be smart about this, Allison. Are you sure you want this to get out?
Oh, hell yeah.
You've got way more here to lose than he does.
That's true, but
His name will be all but cleared, but you'll be a killer. What will your uncle say? And Michael?
oh,
Well, the whole town might turn on you.
I'm hoping Tyler went in to get the gun.
Don't touch
Or
me.
just, okay. That's fine too, I guess.
You know I'm right.
Just get out of here, Tom. Tyler and I need to talk alone.
Just please think twice before making any rash decisions. There are a whole lot of lives at stake here.
Leave us the fuck alone. And never come back.
I'm picturing the scenario now. There is a clear loser right now. And it's a harsh one. What this means is the mother was always innocent.
You okay? You didn't let that asshole get to you, did you?
At least within the context. But I'm
What if he's right?
I'll stay quiet.
I've been having all these nightmares about that night, and they were a lot like how Tom said. And now, when I try to remember, that's all I can see.
He's trying to mess with your head, and you're letting it work.
No, it's more than that.
He's a politician. He's trained it.
Ever since we started digging, I haven't been able to shake this feeling like something's off.
Something's off because he put this in your head.
No.
Don't let him get away with
Actually,
it.
that's not true either.
He might not be lying. We keep getting things mixed up. We remember totally different versions of the past.
Those are just details. This isn't that. She was going to kill me.
I'm not so sure anymore, Tyler.
I was never sure of that. Like, I didn't believe it most of the time. And they are sharing different delusions, or memories. I don't know if they're delusions or supernatural or what. I don't know what this is. But yeah, there was so many recollection of events that differed, even with their superpowers. That hasn't been addressed, although that's, I guess, where we're going now. Murder, suicide? Well, then take Tom with you if you're going to do that. Because the mother's out here, she's not trying to point the gun at her child. She just happens to be still holding the gun. She's intending to use it on Tom. That's what riled her up. She's just holding her gun. it's rainy and loud. And trying to talk under those circumstances are not good. Especially when you're holding a gun. That's why police always tell you to drop the gun if you got a gun. To prevent those type of situations.
She had a gun pointed at me. She chased me.
What?
She said she was going
No,
to
it
kill
happened
me.
to be her hand's not on the trigger and her other hand is not on the gun. Shotgun kind of takes two hands
She
to...
threatened Tom with those exact same words. With the same gun, on the same pier. The thing you said to Eddie the other day got thrown back at me. Don't you think it's possible that happened here too?
Are we going multiverse and many worlds interpretation
Yes,
here?
it's possible. Fuck. I don't know.
Am I gonna have to make the decision for
And we're
you?
never gonna know the truth, are we? Because the second you walk away from something, that's it.
Yeah.
I guess at this point, you just have to decide what you believe.
Me?
Yeah. You need to start dealing, Allie. And that means coming to terms with whatever version of the past feels the most true to you. No more running. Whatever you choose, you gotta live with it, okay?
And what if stronger evidence disproves it and it's a different truth, then you have to reinterpret everything else? Ay, 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 ay. Oh, I have control. Stick to your memory
I'm going to kill you!
that Marianne threatened Tyler,
I'm going to kill you!
or that
I'm not gonna hurt you.
Marianne did not threaten Tyler.
I'm not gonna hurt you.
Oh, this is an interesting decision.
I'm not gonna hurt you.
So, let me pause just for a sec to collect my own thoughts on this for a moment. So, the scenario that has been built up throughout the game is a tricky one because it happened in chunks, but the rough idea is Mama had two girls, they're twins. One of them did not believe they were female, and so they went through a transitioning phase, but they didn't get there yet at this point. So they were exhibiting symptoms of, like, they wanted to play hockey, they wanted to cut their hair short. Mama seemed uncooperative about that. On the surface, turned out Mama had a book that, like, how to take care of your transgender child. So she was investigating this, was looking into this stuff. And then the night all this happened, what's her name? Allison cut the hair by request of Tyler. Might have been called Ollie at the time. I don't know. They cut their hair short, and they came out to the shed to show off, to show it to Mom. Except they saw Mom loading a shotgun because fucking Tom, who also happened to be their father and who knew. And then from there, the kid's freaking out. Mama's got a gun and she don't look stable. Starts running out, tripping over mud and shit. Ends up on the pier. Mama's coming out. I have zero reason to believe she was out there with a murderous intent for her child, based on the evidence we've seen and just reasonable deductive and inductive reasoning. That it got misinterpreted because as she was coming out, Allison was in the kitchen, heard, some kind of screaming or whatever, grabbed scissors, ran out, saw what she saw, stabbed the mom from the back. Mom falls in the water and dies. Tom continues being Tom. He's a dildo. This sucks the most for Allison from start to finish almost, because she is the one the most responsible for the actual act of death or murder. Regardless, even though Tyler took the blame. Oh. And the crooked politician is going to be crooked politician. So now the question is,
I'm going to
do I want to stick to the threat that, or the memory that she was threatening Tyler, which I don't agree with,
to kill you.
or make her believe that Mary never threatened Tyler? Because if she never believed it,
Hurt you.
like if that was never the case, it's a misinterpretation, and she has to live with the reality that she killed their mom on a misinterpretation of the situation.
I'm gonna hurt you.
Now, I'm going to pick that option. I just want to weigh it in as why this could be such a huge dilemma to people that can't make such decisions so easily.
Hurt you.
I'm just appreciating how interestingly convoluted and articulated this became. I'm sorry, Allison, but you're going to have to live with this reality that Marianne never threatened Tyler. You killed your mother with scissors. You're gonna be scarred for life. I'll be okay. But
No, don't do this.
because it sucks the most for her out of anybody.
This isn't.
For Tyler, it's kind of a, shit sucks, but kind of,
She was going to kill herself.
wait, she was gonna kill herself.
Just herself.
Was she attempting to commit suicide? No, not with a shotgun.
You interrupted her and we got confused.
What?
Are you sure?
Yes,
No, you're twisting my words.
that attic. Tyler, that was meant for us. It was her way of explaining what she was going through. I made a horrible mistake.
Hey, it's okay. I'm here.
I think she misinterpreted my intentions, but because I hadn't even thought about that. Like maybe she wasn't trying to load a gun to kill Tom. As if, like, oh, he's trespassing and trying to get in, like he's done, I'm gonna kill him. Because you don't normally use a shotgun of that length to commit suicide. That's how you blow your face off without actually injuring yourself, or fatally injuring yourself.
Hey, peep what I just found downstairs.
It's hard to hit a trigger
What do you think?
with your arm
Will it have aged
while
well,
still pointing it at your
or just
brain.
gone bad? Where are you at right now?
Sorry. Smacking my own mic.
I just keep hearing her say she wasn't going to hurt you.
And she didn't.
Over and over.
We were kids.
Kids do the darndest
You
things.
freaked out. You weren't equipped to deal with that shit.
She was equipped with a pair of scissors.
She was just talking to you. And I killed her.
Well, you poked her
Stop.
with scissors. The water is what killed her. She did drown. Somehow. No, she ran
I don't
out
want to
there.
use our voice again. Ever.
What? Serious?
You have a superpower. What do you mean you don't want to use it?
But I want to stop feeling like this. And I think we'll be better off without it.
So there was a scene that showed it
This morning,
earlier.
I I kept getting these horrible visions.
She heard the screaming,
You and
grabbed scissors from the
Marianne
kitchen, and ran
and
out.
Eddie.
Visions.
That's why she was
Our
behind.
memories?
Yeah, but different. It was all my worst thoughts brought to life. You were in my bedroom saying I abandoned you. Eddie called me a snake.
I'm sorry. I should have been there for you.
Eddie
It's
called you
okay.
a snake?
I was the one who walked out. I can't let that happen again.
I don't think it will.
Maybe.
Something's been pushing us to find answers. And now we have them. Maybe I'm wrong. And if it stays bad, we can stop. But I really want to keep what makes us us.
Aww. What makes us us is apparently the
Mad
superpower.
Hunter was forced to remain below the lake with the moon hag, but she did not kill him, because even reduced to just one hand, he was too useful a servant. Lo, he plotted
What do you
the day
think?
he would emerge,
Brothers and
to
sisters?
once again hunt the wise princess and earn back his left hand.
I never read that story. I
Boys.
don't know. You guys just abandon the
That
fairy
is
tales
the story
and move on?
of how the crafty goblins rescued the wise princess from the Mad Hunter.
I think there's a human emotion thing going on right now. I've tried to analyze how these things work. It's a normal human trait. At least I'm led to believe so. Favorite childhood memory is building sandcastles with your grandmother until your mom took the urn away? Damn, there must have been a lot of people in that urn. To build a whole castle? Shit. Normally, you'd be lucky to be able to fill up like a yogurt container with one person. 6 months later. 6 months later, it's not raining and not snowy. Tyler's hair is getting shorter. Has he gone with his top surgery yet? Well, it's only 6 months, maybe not.
One last look. I'm good to go.
Careful, that's an extinct, or what, near extinct species or whatever, bald eagles. Endangered species, I think that's the term I'm thinking of.
Hey,
Oh.
it's me.
Hey, me.
I can control myself while I'm on
House
the
is empty.
phone.
I'm getting ready to head out. So, last chance. Is there anything you want me to do while I'm in town?
Listen, Ty, you're dropping off the keys with Tina, right?
Yep, gonna leave them at her office on my way.
I thought we
to
were on
the ferry.
Tina's shit list.
That's it then.
How are you?
How are you?
Good, actually. Really good.
Look at me and my social skills.
Same. You know, emptying the house really cleared my head out.
Thanks for doing that. The observatory really needed me this week. And after everything that happened, I just felt like
Where's
I
all
needed
my
to keep
stuff?
some miles between
We had
me
all
and
this
Delos
stuff.
Crossing.
No worries. You still loving your therapist?
Gail, yes. I was actually just doing some letter writing she assigned me as homework. It really helped me get some perspective.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah, that sounds awesome as fuck. How's the Jumanji?
How's Juno?
Big and full of people, even without tourists.
Well, that sounds terrible.
Michael's been writing up rules for the apartment. I need your support against his whole food policy.
Just refuse to sign anything until I get there, okay?
Okay, but you better hurry.
You don't-
If he gets his way, we'll only have one small shelf for junk food.
What? Heresy. I'm gonna need like twice that just for snack cakes after my surgery next month.
I know,
Next
right?
month for your...
This cannot stand.
Have you heard about Tom? Who gives a shit about Tom?
Did you see the article I sent you about Tom losing the election?
Ah, yes. I saw your message right before Derby practice,
So they
I
didn't
didn't
write
have
him
time
out.
to read it. But I did cackle at the headline.
Did you picture Tom's face whenever you went in for a block?
No, but that is a great idea.
A block? What?
Anyways, think I should swing by the store for one final fuck off?
See you never, Vecchies.
Yeah, I gotta go.
Okay, I'm gonna hang up now.
See you tonight.
Okay, I'm gonna take one last walk through the house and then head to the ferry.
Drive safe.
Pretty sure that's the only way possible in the old Allison mobile.
Love you, Tyler.
Love you.
I'm gonna play on this laptop. Chattington app. Ah, yes, I remember booting up what is clearly Windows 10, just based on the taskbar, and loading up the Chattington app. Direct competitor to Discord. Must be a relief to finally be done with that place, no doubt. If traffic's not too bad, I should be back at our... Oh, wait. That's Mike. Oh, fuck. Why did I seduce Michael? I don't know how the fuck that happened. Haha. Traffic in Delos, mailbox. So, yeah, that's just gonna be a thing, Tyler. You have to deal with it. I wooed Michael somehow, and now we're gay, and other shit's happening. That's the thing. It's just deal with it. I'm baking that biscuit thing you like. Damn, I'm away. Don't die, I'll keep it warm. Promise nothing, the game's not over yet. Oh yeah, nobody knows internet quite like America Online. The pioneers and stuff.
Seeing it empty is so weird, but at least it's the last time we'll ever have to.
A lot of a post-it notes on stuff we were gonna keep. I didn't say to keep this. This is here, but the table is not. What is this? Delos Crossing's most wanted escapees is a raccoon. I'm guessing. Oh no, we can actually go outside this time. Hey, the doors actually work. And we can close them too. Woo! Yeah, it's terrible because it's all nature and shit. There's no cyberpunk or nothing. How many necros do you need to make one? Make one what? One raccoon? What happened with the lighting when I moved here? Here's bright. And then I came... Oh, and now it's darker. Can't pull a fast one on me.
Goblins out.
Goblins out. Oh, goblins are stuck. Oh. Oh my god, I thought I was stuck on that wall now. I was gonna fucking shit myself if I was... Yeah, let's not mess around too much, because I am notorious for breaking shit somehow. And... like, when the game's already about over, that's the last point I want to test whether or not the save system implemented actually works.
Yeah, time to move on.
Yep, time to kill ourselves. Take a dive. Like mama, like son. Yeah, fuck nature. I'm all about cyberpunk and stuff. to make 1 necrosis. Oh, how many necros you need to make a necrosis? Ooh, I don't think I have an answer to that. I don't know.
I'm sorry we're leaving you alone out here.
I'm not sorry at all. You're a fucking tree.
Bye, Leo.
Oh, that's right. The kids in the tree. Or something like that. That still doesn't change my thoughts, though. Better enjoy a nice sit. Oh, hey, man, Leeway. We're enjoying the finale of this game.
Everything okay, Ty?
Actually, yeah. Everything really is.
Yeah, you missed out on a butt-fuck ton of hours of me playing this game. This is literally the conclusion. You missed all the crazy twists and turns and loop-de-loops and corkscrews and shit. Something Gearlock said also tickled my interest a little bit. Because we do have to also keep in mind, I only intended to play this game one time, and there's multiple outcomes as I understand it. What we're seeing was the result of my particular decisions in the game. And the decisions I make, while objectively the best, without a doubt, may not necessarily be the most ideal choices in terms of the characters and their sanity and all that stuff. We only know the ones that I went through. And that's it. Hey, we can take stuff? Alright. Yoink. Which one do you want? All of them? Yes. Yeah, I took the morally right choice. We'll go with that. Hey, goblins, word in town is you guys finally sold the house. I came by tonight to help you fix... This is from Sam. I came by tonight to help you fix what needs to be fixed, but there was nobody home. Are you gone already? Things change so fast. Anyway, you know where to find me if you want to fix things. If you're still in town, I mean. It's getting late and I'm pretty tired. And I am sad for acting like the stupid ass I am. Everywhere I look, I think about what used to be. I've been trying to do better, but I think it might be too late for an old bear like me. Not sure if this will reach you, but it's getting late. Call me if you're still around. Be safe. P.S. I wish it was as easy to fix everything as a boat. Well, then you gotta re-engineer humans into a mechanical substrate, because right now the biology is what's causing all the fucking problems. Everything's this weird hack job, reverse engineered solution, medical science for the most part. And it is not the easiest system to work with. Alright, we kind of ran around upstairs, we ran downstairs. Is that a porn mag? That is not. I'm just gonna back away, back away. Did I look at this?
I should pick up Allison's stuff on my way out.
I think Allison can pick up her own stuff. Tessa. You'll find enclosed in this letter your severance check. I've also packed up the last of the personal items you left. Items you left for you to pick up at the store. Please coordinate with Michael to see what is best time for you to come by the store. I wish you the best of luck. Oh, yeah, apparently me and Michael is a thing now. Yeah, we went trans and we went gay. I can also send pictures to Allison. So I have that too. So that's 3 things. Yay. Here's what a picture of this corner looks like. Only that corner. We're not showing you any other corner of the house. Just that one. You got me. Nice. time to fuck off. Oh, now he's got the balls to actually drive again. Because that was a thing, too. Examine. A look. Hello, my name is Tyler. He/him. JCE. Don't know what that is. This is that thing I was telling you about. See there, D. The Juno Coalition for Equality. 5th Annual Queer Prom. Come as you are. Oh, I see. So they're kind of pitching a little message towards not just the whole, like, transgender stuff, but also, like, lesbian gay thing as well. Like, they kind of shimmied that in because somehow I wooed Michael. I don't know how. I just did. It happened. But no, that's cool. Like, I'm okay with that.
Aw, dreamy sigh.
We drive now, or are we just examining shit in my car? Fucking moose. What am I supposed to do? Gather your stuff and lock the house. Oh, that sounds like a lot of work. Come on, man. We went through the whole game. Like, wait, we gotta... Maybe we can gather my laptop? Was there an option to do that? Because I only looked at it. Oh, crap. There's something on the floor here. There's just surprises at every turn. How does that happen? Terrible. No, it's a hologram. Yeah, we're just going to leave that on the floor. That's now part of the house. It'll appreciate in value. Nope, I can only examine, but I can't take. This ladder goes nowhere. Maybe I can just lock up the house and we're good to go? I don't know. Look.
I should grab the rest of my stuff before I head out.
Oh, crap. What is the rest of your stuff? Is this the rest of your stuff? No, that's garbage. Other stuff. Was there more stuff? Maybe upstairs? Maybe you should gather your stuff before you let me control you. I would have been cool with that. It saves me the hassle of having to gather your stuff for you. Because you know your stuff better than I do. Especially after a 6-month time skip into the future. Is this your stuff? No? Okay. Just gonna send more pictures to... Like, I'm supposed to be gathering my stuff. Here's a picture of a corner of one of the rooms of our house.
For posterity.
Like, I know what you look... I know you know what it looks like, but I thought I'd show you anyways, because... Why not? Is this railing part of my stuff? If I lean on it, will that help me?
Certainly hope the new owners are Mr. or Mrs. Fix-It.
Where did that little paper airplane come from? You see it? There's a paper airplane on top of this light fixture. Is that my stuff? Or is that like some huge twist of a plot thing going on right there? Why do I feel like this journey is not yet quite over? Come on, Tyler. You're a guy now. You can jump over this. Like, yeah, we're going to break a few bones, but bones can heal. You got mail. Not awkward, don't worry. But there, I saw a paper note on top of this thing. Gather all my stuff. Because there's a paper note on top of that. There just so happens to be a ladder right over there. Except I cannot interact with it. Oh, what's going on? Oh, if I look up, it gets darker. Ooh, that high dynamic range is... I guess we'll never know what's on that paper airplane. Is this my stuff? Better look. I don't know, that's the fucking raccoon thing. Have I not heard of that one guy? Are we talking like sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me? Because that usually tends to be the exact opposite. Cuts, lesions, abrasions, broken bones, all that heals. It's by design, essentially. Even if it's an emergent phenomenon. However, the psychological part, in other words, the words itself, that fucks people up. Now, there's nothing else up here. Like, this whole upper floor is nothing more than a hallway with a balcony, a little side thing with a tiki whatever, and then an actual bedroom. And that's it. That's a whole upper floor of this whole building. Wait, maybe he's got stuff in the barn? Maybe that's the whole point, or whatever. Wait, there's a bathroom. Nope. Not a lot going on here. We've gone through the harshest of times in this game. But the epilogue, she's tough.
I should pick up Allison's stuff on my way out.
No, we're not picking Allison's stuff up. She can pick up her own stuff. She's a big girl. She's your sister. Just trust her.
I should grab the rest of my stuff before I head
Oh,
out.
fuck you. Going in the garage, not an option. I sure hope your stuff is over there, otherwise we're out of ideas. Another ladder we can't use. Nothing. Lot more nothing, and yeah, nothing. What stuff do you have that I'm not seeing that's preventing me from proceeding onwards from this point? And am I able to enter this house from this side? Because I know I can't go in here.
Goblins out.
This door, really a door, it's just decoration. But we can go in here. Let's just go back in the house. What the fuck are we missing? Besides a note that I can't seem to get to because it's like, oh, I saw a paper note sitting on top of this thing. There's a fucking ladder right there. Can't interact with it. I don't know what more you want from me. Oh, wait. Take. Oh. Okay, we got the laptop. We're done. Get out. Like, everything else is irrelevant, right? Right. Like, it's all, like, either wood or paper, which is still wood. My stuff was a laptop. Could have just told me, go grab your laptop. And press the left mouse to grab it after you've interacted with it. That would have been great.
Well, this is goodbye for real, I guess.
I guess, and stuff.
Hey, Aaron. It's Ty. Tyler Ronan.
That took way too long.
I thought I'd catch you on your break between sessions, but I guess you're going long with another rebel with too many causes. know I haven't reached out since I left Fireweed, but I just wanted to say, well, you were right about grief. About it going in circles. This morning, I was out on the porch staring at the fog, and my mother, she just tumbled right out of me. But it was okay. It actually felt good to remember. Anyway, give me a call back if you get a chance. I'll see you around. And thank you.
For how long it took me to collect my stuff, that was not worth it. That last bit. Oh, that's chapter 3. That's the rest of the whole story. I intended to do it over 3 days. We did it over 1 because it did captivate me. Let's see if there's anything else before I say anything more. Allison was grateful they completed Marianne's puzzle. That's great because she was not so grateful in the first chapter when I didn't. Allison was influenced by Tom's testimony. Twins trusted their bond and kept their voices. Eddie was and kept their voice. Oh, so this could have gone very differently potentially. So I don't know how it would have diverged in the story amongst all 3 chapters, but there is the possibility that this could have gone very differently. I don't know for sure. A lot of times when you have these choices matters situation, you don't know whether or not that's actually true. Usually you get slight variations at best. Although we've seen examples where it's very not the case. It's just you don't know until you have a way of measuring it or trying to, and usually I don't play things more than once, so I won't know unless people tell me. That he was relieved that Allison accepted responsibility for the murder. That's not what I was trying to do, but yeah, we're good. Sam felt understood by Allison. Michael felt closer to Tyler. Okay, I guess I have to take the blame on that one. I don't know. It's the thing. If you or anyone know are struggling with suicidal thoughts or experiencing emotional crisis, you can find help using these resources. You matter, and we need you in the world. Interesting. So it's interesting they mentioned that because I like how there's no music whatsoever. Oh no, there is music. There it is. So, my dip into this game was stemmed only on the basis of it's not a horror game. It's no science, no dark, no nothing. It just looked like a melodrama story kind of thing. And otherwise would have slipped under my radar entirely. Only thing that captivated me was the fact that you had like a protagonist that was a transgender, so it was tackling that side of things we're not used to dealing with normally, because it's still relatively new and unknown and a lot of question marks in terms of how shit is. And I have a lot of friends that are doing some form of transitioning one way or the other that I've met over the years that has become a bigger interest, not a fetish, just an interest, particularly from the scientific, medical science end of things. And I do know that one of the biggest problems with that is not necessarily like the actual discrimination or which bathroom do you use and that kind of shit, but rather it's the sheer amount of collected trauma that builds up or is otherwise maybe inherited and then built on. So the suicide rate, the numbers tend to be significantly higher for people that are transgender, and that is probably why that ending had like a number for like a suicide hotline and all that kind of shit. It's just, it comes with the territory in a sense. I gotta figure out why that AC is so fucking loud every time it flips on and off. It sounds like something smashing a window. What the hell? I blocked off most of the sunlight. So overall, like, the experience that we went through with this game was very, very delightful. I did not think it would be as interesting as it actually was. And that kind of lies on two key points. So one was like, at first I thought, like, okay, it's like a transgender thing, like it's gonna be like, that's up in your face, I'm here, get used to it, kind of deal with it mentality. That was not the case. It was part of the story, and it was integrated with the story, but not so heavily integrated where that was the story, which is fucking genius because it introduces it in such a way that it's just a natural, normal thing, and powerful enough to sway a lot of different flows in terms of even my own thought processes. I was overthinking certain things, going down deep ends that were only possible because of my own experiences and what I know about the people that I know, as well as my own interpretations of all that kind of stuff. So it opened up new rabbit holes that otherwise I would have never even thought to. But it was subtle and minimal enough that it didn't detract from the actual story they were trying to tell, which was basically the centerpiece and kind of what captivated me in the first place. This was an amazing surprise. And I never played The Last of Us, which I think were their first games in a similar type of series, because it was like, well, it's not cyberpunk, it's not horror, it's not nothing. And I'm like, So it was like, that was the only hook that got me into this in the first place, to just take a look and be like, yeah, let's try this out, let's see, because it's interesting to me for my own reasons. But the story we got was, holy crap. And it's not without its flaws, but I don't know all the details. We only went through it one time, making the choices I made. I don't know how much it changes. It looks like it could potentially change, but that could also be an illusion, so I'm not going to disregard that. I don't like that there's a login to Xbox Live button at the bottom of this menu, but that's the least of my problems. I like the story they were telling. It reminds me a lot of, like, I'm thinking like Heavy Rain, or what was it, Beyond Two Souls? Because that one dealt with like kind of two minds, one body type of thing, but a whole different twist. And it dealt mostly in reality the way we know it. So it didn't go crazy off the rails. It stayed mostly realistic, with the only unexplainable part by our definitions, the link these two share, because they're, you know, they're twins, they're siblings, and they're able to communicate at times with each other and project and recreate memories, which was part of the story essentially. But it didn't go balls to the walls, so the mystery wasn't the game itself, with the exception of the very end of the game where we did all those puzzles. And there was a few other parts where we were doing puzzles, but otherwise it was a walking simulator or watching cutscenes. That was most of the game, plus a few decisions and things along the way. The presentation, I'm going to be honest, like, I'm surprised. I'm blown away. Maybe it's because I had no choice but to take a whole week off, or what it is, but it clicked nicely. Maybe it was just a change of pace I needed. I don't know. But the story they told, the length they took to do it, the extent at which they covered it over the 3 chapters feels pretty damn spot on. Because if it was only chapter 1 or 2, like let's say it was an episodic thing and I only got in when it was chapter 1, I would have been unsatisfied. Or by the time chapter 2 came out, I would have forgotten everything that happened in chapter 1 because we're talking months later and all that. So in my case, even though I was originally intending to play all 3 on separate days, like chapter 1 today, chapter 2 tomorrow, etc., I didn't do that. And just because it captivated me enough, and I'm like, you know what, let's just do the whole damn thing if we can. And I did, and I'm happy I did, because it delivered. And I think if I split that up, it may not have given me the same experience, but I definitely would know it would not have given me the same experience if it got separated by massive episodic time gaps, the way we've seen in other games. It's not perfect, but I enjoyed it. That's the best I can say right now. I'm still taking it in.